Hello ladies, welcome to my weekly online shop up, and today we are going to go to Space NK. Now this is a store that I have been to for many years. When I lived in Notting Hill, there was one at the end of my street, though that was incredibly dangerous for me. Lovely lady in there who was a singer and somebody who gave advice in the store. They used to also have a little Eve Lom room at the back to do facials, but there's many products I've discovered in Space NK. It's a great place to browse, but online it's slightly harder to navigate because you kind of maybe need to know the brands you want. They have a way of just going through and curating things for you by subject matter. But what I want to do today is I'm just going to look when I go onto the site, and I'm going to go down the brands directory, and it will remind me, spark my interest into brands that I think have something to offer. You could get these things anywhere. It's just Space NK. For today's purposes, is easy for me to show you things. I'm going to start with Amorolite. Amorolite is an amazing body lotion, and it's sold at Victoria Health, bought in the Oxford Street in Boots in London, but it has alpha hydroxy acids in it, and it's very good if you have really rough, dry skin, even if you have keratosis, and it will help. Its smell is weird. It's not going to be for those people who love a body lotion to be fragrant and beautiful and full of roses or jasmine. This has a slight burnt oranges in some kind of way. They have different things now. It did start just with a body lotion, but there is a fragrance-free transforming body lotion. I've just seen this now, which I think actually I've got to buy, because that is something I want to see. I'm going to add that to my bag. There we go, add to bag, come on. Perfect, that. They have a foot lotion I love as well. Okay, I'm going to go back to brands again here. So, Allies of Skin, you know how much I love this brand. I mean, this is a phenomenal brand. This is like spenny. Started by this wonderful man who had an obsession with having good skin, but came from a different background, but did so much research. I have a few favorite products. In fact, I've got the all day repair mask here, but if you have bad pigmentation, there's 2 or 3 products that are brilliant. One is the Allies of Skin, the Mandelic pigmentation. Mandelic is a very good acid. I did something on acids you can look at last week, but it just helps to break down. I do that with microneedling. In the daytime, I like the peptides antioxidant firming day treatment, but this here, and also the Promise Keeper blemish sleeping facial, is amazing if you have bad skin. The retinol is really good. Triple hyaluronic is very good. They're all good, but you can see they are incredibly expensive. So this is if you feel you want to have a huge treat and you are not spending money on anything else and you think you can do it. This spray, you might think, my God, you can get a La Roche-Posay spray for £15 in Boots and Una Brenner's Rose Facial Mist. It has colloidal silver in it. So if you suffer from bad skin and you spray this on, I give this to Lila as a treat. The ingredients really help to take the bacteria off your face. Niacinamide, which is a known ingredient for the treatment of spots, colloidal silver, amino acids, and lactulose ferment, which is a kind of a healthy bacteria. So brilliant. That brand, wonderful brand. Argentium. Now, Argentium, somebody asked me about today on a live, and I have one product, which is the first one here, which is La Potin. I think it's this one because it's got to be only one of them, and there's only do that. But I have tried this. This again, odd smell and odd texture, but good. I mean, odd in a good way. This, oh my God, it's so expensive. So I'm going to go to some cheap ones in a minute. There's something incredible about this cream. I can't describe it to you. If you're somebody who uses creme de la mer and you spend that much money on a cream, go for this instead. Just try it. Okay, let me just go now to a brand because this is, and we are in expensive land here, Space NK. So if you're here with me, then you know that it's something that's not going to have many high street things. Colour Wow, let's talk about Colour Wow. If any of you are sitting at home and you're thinking to yourself, my grey is coming through, help me. There's many different things you can use. Colour Wow is one that I've used the longest, and it's a very densely pigmented powder. It comes with a little brush. It comes also, what's great about the Colour Wow is it comes in 6 shades. And I'll tell you a little trick about Colour Wow. I use light brown for my hair colour, but sometimes when I wanted to go, I mean, you won't be doing this now, but let's say you could test it now. Let's say you're all one color and you're thinking, I wouldn't mind some low lights, but I just don't know if I want them. I've occasionally bought the first shade, which is platinum, and I paint them where I would like to have my highlights, and then I paint that in for a bit, and then I take it to the hairdresser and I say, this is how I'd like it. But it's a great way to experiment if you're thinking, I wouldn't mind some highlights. I love that for that reason. And it is something that, you know, if you scratch your hair, you're going to get a bit of that in your nail, so to be aware, but it does hold on to your hair. So it's a brilliant remedy if you're thinking, oh, I'm looking a bit grey and I don't want to go grey naturally. They have Byredo, which is a lovely brand of fragrance. All the makeup brands, which I'm not going to go into today. Darphin is a Estee Lauder owned brand. They have a lovely cleanser. When I had Elizabeth Hurley on the T-Zone, she was raving about their cleanser, and then she left me some and I tried it and it was very nice. De Mamiel is a brand I don't know if you know. Again, this is a Spenny brand. This is a woman who is a reflexologist, an acupuncturist really, and she has done only about 10 products. Her cleansing balm is the most gloopy, nutritious, amazing cleansing balm, which you can have a fantastic massage with. You can just inhale the combination of complex but beautiful essential oils, and I'd have bases, some kind of beeswax or something. She has, so that's one of my favorite products, the restorative cleansing balm. It's probably the most expensive cleansing balm I ever buy. Another product I really love, the oils are beautiful, is the antioxidant elixir. This is like my treat of treats. It's a serum. It's an antioxidant serum. In the summer I use this and I don't use a moisturizer. It is currently not available. That's a pity, but you might be able to find it other places. This will give you the inspiration. She used to, anyway, make literally everything in her own kitchen. She's very specific about ingredients, and generally if she goes out of stock, it's because she hasn't made another batch yet. I kind of love that about her. Dr. Barbara Sturm, there's a lot of noise about Dr. Barbara Sturm. You love her or you think it's irrelevant. I'm trying a little spray she has at the moment, but it's the only thing I've tried, so I couldn't talk so much about it. Dennis Grove's lovely American dermatologist. He does some very good products. He does some very good alpha hydroxy pads. Dr. Lip is just that lovely, you know, Dr. Lip, it's the original sort of nipple cream. It's made with lanolin, so if your skin isn't happy with lanolin, don't go there, but it's a very good, I mean, I have Anna, which is our really hydrating lip treatment, but this is a lovely lip treatment too. Dr. Seabag. Now, Dr. Seabag, I know what he puts into his products, because when he first started doing products, and when I first met him, he was very French and very bolshy and very like this, and I went because my forehead moved a lot on television and I wanted something to stop my forehead moving, and I heard about this thing called Botox. I told the story before a lot, but you know, it was like he was like a magician, because I went and suddenly like my forehead wasn't talking. And since I was 35, that happened when I was 35, I've had Botox ever since. About 3 or 4 years after that, he started, when I went to have my Botox, he'd say, Trinny, try this cream, tell me what you think. And I think the first one was, actually, which was the first one, I'm going to try and work out. But there's 3 products. Creme High Maintenance, I love that. It's after probably a lot of his customers that he used that. But Supreme is very good. If you had to consider 2 things, I would say the Deep Exfoliating Mask I love. And what I love is it comes a sensitive version. So if you would love to have some kind of glycolic exfoliation, then you could go back. This is not available. It's saying Seabag has his own site, so you can look there. We're just using really Space NK to go and be inspired by products. The other one I love is his vitamin C. He has these vitamin C powders, and it's pure vitamin C. It's probably, I think, people sometimes don't disclose the amount of vitamin C, but I think there's about 23% in there, and you tap it on as a powder, and it has something else in it, some amino acid, which makes it go a little bit into your skin. Some vitamin C powders, which is sort of the purest form of vitamin C, like Julia Hunter does an amazing vitamin C powder. On the high street you have the ordinary Duo vitamin C powder, but here's, when you put it on, it just helps to go in the skin, and it doesn't pels a lot less than other people's vitamin C's. Those are my favorite products, probably from Dr. Seabag. Next up, we've got Emma Hardy. Now, Emma Hardy does do a lovely cleansing balm, which, along with Sarah Chapman and Eve Lom, are the 3 similar price cleansing balms. But I have been using recently her exfoliating brightening tonic. This comes in a spray, and I have been using this for the last month, and I do love it. It's got in it no baddies, there's no parabens and things like like that. It's got some botanical ingredients which help to brighten the skin. I think there's a little bit of an acid in there. She's not good. Let's just see in the ingredients there if she's got anything. She's got almond and malic or mandelic. I'm going mad. Whenever you see somebody say the word brightening in something, that it's because of that. So I love that from Emma Hardy. Now Eve Lom, I would have 5 years ago gone and shown you her cleansing balm and said buy it, but Space NK bought Eve Lom and they changed to me the formula, and I used to have facials with Eve Lom, and she had a very strict approach about skincare, which was that at night put nothing on your skin, literally let it breathe. In the morning the witch's brew would have appeared on your skin and you should take it off with a cleanser. She never had a day and a night cleanser. She just had one cleanser. She had a creme universale, which was just this incredible cream. It was like shea butter, but it was such a lovely formula. And whenever you had dry bits, you'd put it on over your body anywhere. And then one of her things, which I think that they have not changed the formula on, and things like these rescue peel pads, they're just now bigging up the range and putting in all this stuff that other brands are doing. So it didn't come from the guts and the heart of her as a woman, but the rescue mask is still nearly the same formula, and when you smell it, you smell immediately the camphor. And when I had bad skin, and when I used to go and see Balm, she'd do the extractions, and then she would put this mask on for like half an hour, and it got quite hard. Take it off with this hot flannel cloth which she had bathed in fresh chamomile flowers. It was the most beautiful facial. But camphor and almond extract are the main elements of this, and they decongest and they reduce redness. It's a beautiful thing. It doesn't strip your skin. You can use it for dry skin, and you can use it for skin that has spots. The Foreo, you've heard me talk about a lot. I believe emphatically in a tool to help you clean your skin, because I think then you really get everything off. And I used to use a Kerasonic, but for me, people either love a Terrasonic, which is a moving bristle brush, or they love a Foreo, or they love to not use a tool. I kind of feel life is better with a tool. And the Foreo comes in many different sizes, and sometimes if you want an intro to it, forego the big one and get the travel size, because it won't be spending so much money. So the main ones are £99, but there is the Play, the Foreo Luna Play, and then there is one which is in between. So the Foreo Luna Fofo, £79. You don't need the Luna 3 facial cleansing brush, normal skin, £169. Nobody's face is that big. You can just spend a little bit longer doing it, so I think that's a waste of money. But the Play Mint, this is a baby one, and one of them didn't have a charger, and I want to see if they're still showing this one, if it is rechargeable. It's not rechargeable. It only has 100 uses, so I think that's not worth it. I would head instead for the Foreo Luna Folio. I think that's the best option you can get there, but they last forever. I mean, I've had them for years, so cost per wear is probably about 5p, even less. I'm just going to, now we're at G, and I'm going to say Goldfarden. Goldfarden does a fantastic scrub, and it's this one, the Doctor Scrub. It's £65. They do two. They do the Doctor Scrub, which is a bit gloopy, and it's a really good granular exfoliator, and they do the Advanced Doctor Scrub, and that is literally the microdermabrasion powder you would put if you had a microdermabrasion in a machine. It's very, very full on. You can't have sensitive, light, delicate skin for this job. But when I had bad pigmentation, I would really intensely do, I'm saying this, but you be careful, the granular exfoliation with this product. Then I would do a tiny bit of microneedling, and then I'll put on a strong breaker down of pigmentation. So a niacinamide, vitamin C little combination. Brilliant, really helped, and I think it's a good product. Now I'm going to go to Herbivore. I love Herbivore. They have a very nice tool here, which is a little rose quartz tool to do massage with, and I do lots of facial massages that I talk about, so I would say that's worth looking at. They also have something here which I want to try called Prism, actually, and I'm going to put that in my shopping bag. This is an alternative. It's an exfoliating AHA and BHAs, and I thought when I did the exfoliating toners recently, somebody said, have you tried Prism? It's amazing. So I'm actually going to add that to the bag now, and I'm going to continue shopping. They have a lovely cleanser as well, Herbivore, which it's a good cleanser. Can't believe they won't have the bloody cleanser. That would just be insane. Come on, where's the cleanser? Crazy, it's not here. They have also a mist. There is a lovely cleanser by Herbivore, by the way. They have the sea mist, but I like the rose mist this mist, £14. Well, 14 too. Rose Hibiscus facial mist, very nice combination of ingredients. I think it's lovely. Okay, back to brands, and down we go again. Kate Somerville, that's a brand that was taken over by Unilever, but it's a good brand. It has a nice range of products. Kiehl's I used to love here, Kiehl's, but they've changed a lot. I think that L'Oreal bought them, and I used to go down to 3rd Avenue in New York in the 90s, and I would buy the coriander and the cucumber body lotion. Absolutely divine, and it was literally a home run little business, and then it was bought, and then some of the formulas changed, and then I never went back. But there is the Midnight Recovery, which people love and swear by, but I like more doctors kind of products, so it's not in my wheelhouse. May Lindstrom has Cocoon, which is a beautiful product, the Blue Cocoon Beauty Balm. This is like a bright blue gumpy thing. Josh Rosebrook does something quite similar called Vital Balm. They both use probably the same ingredients, but if you want to give your face a massage and have incredible hydration, and you have sensitive skin as well, this is the product for you. It's beautiful. It's really expensive, but it will probably last you about 2 years. You need so little of it. New Face Do tools, and if you want to get into the tool thing, you can go for like the Facetune Pro, which is a lovely product, but Facetune Pro is expensive, and the big New Face is expensive. But if you think I really would like to have a radio frequency tool at home that I can use to get my muscles kind of going and stimulated, consider the mini, because £315 is the normal one, but there is a small one. There's a travel size, and that's 167. So absolutely, to me, hardly any difference. And it's just, if you're on, you don't want to stretch to the full amount, this is a great alternative to do. Sam McKnight and Orbe I use equally for my hair. And the shampoos are lovely, but they're really, really expensive. But I like 3 things here. I like the dry texturizing spray. So if you have flat hair, which does nothing, you kind of put your hair upside down, you put some of this in it, and then you kind of do this with your hair, and you'll just get huge hair. You can get huge hair with this. It's great. Anyone I have that comes into Trinny London, when we were having appointments at the head office, I would literally lift up their root and put it in there and just scrooge it, and it would just make their hair not stick to their face and just go out. And they just all felt so much better. But especially if you suffer from lank hair, it gives you volume. Sisley, another brand that I have used probably since my late 20s. They have this beautiful product that when you had bad skin but you wanted to moisturize it was called Botanical something. Let me see if I can find it. But the Black Rose, one of their best products, an amazing day cream, and it comes in a mask as well. But that's one of their most beautiful products. There's the mask underneath it. We're having a voyeuristic time, aren't we? It's voyeuristic. It's not shopping today. It's just saying in another life we might consider. Okay, let me show you something you can buy today, which I would buy is Talika Eyelash Conditioning Gel. I use so often. There is one right here. There's always one by my side. And it's got a little bit of, not Perco something, but it has something that just gives hydration to your lashes. So if you use a lot of mascara, which is drying your eyelashes, then use this at night. They have a day and night one, but I just use the eyelash conditioning gel. And if you use fake lashes, mine are going to be running out soon, then I use this with them because it keeps them hydrated. Vintner's Daughter, they have, oh my God, they have Vintner's. Tata Harper, Talika. Tata Harper, we love. Tata Harper has a refining polish, which is beautiful. They are a very organic brand. They're super, super, super expensive organic. They have a beautiful restorative eye cream, which is, I think, one of Caroline Heroes' favorite eye cream when she's talking eye cream. Otherwise, generally, like her, I believe that you can use your serum all the way out and you don't need to bother with eye cream. But if you love it, or the Illuminating, it might be expensive though. The Hydrating Fluorescence, I love it, £82. I mean, next up, Vino Effect, Vintner's Daughter. So Vintner's Daughter, they only have one product here actually, because on Cult Beauty they have 2. Vintner's Daughter, she started with this one product, and I was introduced to it actually about 7 or 8 years ago by Caroline Hirons, who I like to have a facial with her. And it's an incredible, if you wanted to have the ultimate facial oil, I would choose this one. It's got so many actives in it. It's longer, the list is longer than my arm. And she brought out recently an essence. Been amazing. Someone like Teresa Tame would say, oils on your skin, are you mad? But I do love an oil. I like to massage my skin. I like to kind of just nurture it. And I think that I have yet to find a really cheap oil that is good, that isn't too thin, that has a consistency about it. So, marathon effort there, but that was my little take on Space NK. Now, the majority of these products are super, super expensive, and you've got to be somebody obsessed by skincare who wants to kind of have a treat. But there are a few things that I've pointed out that if it's within your budget, have a treat, and if it's not, then I will try and think at some stage, well, when we do boots, I'll do the best of boots, and we'll give you one too. There's 3 things I think about skincare. I'm just going to end up here with it. One is that if you're on a huge super regime and you're really going for it, you might go for literally a prescription retinol, if you've still got spots, a prescription azelaic acid to get rid of scarring, SPF 50, and a good cleansing, and a vitamin C. That's all you need, and how you get it is different ways. So all these brands will be telling you a different story about their ingredients and the balance of their ingredients. Brands like the Inky List or the Ordinary generally have singular ingredients, and that's how they make their prices so low. But as soon as you start getting into complex ingredients, people will charge you more. If you want to have the most luxurious moisturizer, which does a little bit of something, a serum's going to do a lot more. I would kind of just say, forego spending a huge amount of money on a moisturizer, put your money into the serum or a really good vitamin C, spend less on a cleanser unless it's up your street, and then you can get a balanced skincare regime. But anyway, that's it, and good to chat.